All right, let me pretend that I'm finally working a little bit. What are we doing here? We are adding a sump pump system. Actually, those guys do. I'm just pretending again. We are back at our favorite bungalow on the block today, giving you some updates, showing you what has been going on and what we are doing today. What is he doing? After having some rains and some water underneath the house, the homeowner decided to add a sump pump system to their property, and this is what these guys are installing. Under the house we are putting drain pipes and then 2 sump pumps that actually collect the water and then pump it out into these pipes that then bring it away from the house towards the street. We'll have one on that side of the house, one on this side of the house, so that should cover it pretty well. Just some ideas about the line layout. We have a major line going towards the street to bring all the water from the house away. This is this long line here. We are actually feeding 2 separate things into them. You see the connection piece down here. We'll have gutter downspouts that we'll be installing shortly. So all the water from the roof is going to go into this pipe. We also have all the water from the sump pumps. We have 2 of them underneath the house that will be pumping water into the same pipe, bringing it away from the house. The vendor under the house, he is digging a trench to collect the water that then is being fed through the sump pump out of the house. So he's basically digging a trench around the perimeter of the house. This last week, a lot of progress. We passed our first major rough-in inspections. The AC that you can see over here was passed. Same goes for plumbing and electric. So this AC is basically ready to go whenever we connect everything inside. Yeah, so let me take you into the house, show you a few more progress updates and details. This morning our drywall guys dropped all the drywall for the house. You'd be surprised how much drywall goes into this small house just for repair. This is just the major drywall. We have blue moisture rated drywall for the bathroom section. See all the supplies here. We're trying to keep it organized, but it's not always easy. So now we're entering the kitchen. Also some changes here. As you see, the electricians put down all the wires for the can lights. Oh, and glad you noticed, we don't have a panel wall anymore. We decided to move the panel into the bathroom, and this is why we are reconsidering kitchen layouts again. Basically, the idea is now to have really an opened up kitchen, counters on this side, counters on this side, and this wall was really in the way, and we are figuring it out right now. In the meantime, what we did is put all the wall insulation in. We demoed some more plaster just to give it a nice level drywall surface. We also framed in the new door opening that's kind of hidden by plywood right now. Yeah, basically we are ready for drywall. Look up, we added some more plywood for storage space in the attic, not down here, in the attic, so it's out of the way. Now even over the kitchen, so almost the whole house is covered in plywood now. Just like us, our electricians also improve every day. We are super excited. On the first job we saw this, they are using like a strap they just threw across a joist opening, and you can really place the wire more accurately for the drywall guys, so they know exactly where the can light goes, and it really makes it easier for us. We don't have to shift it around after drywall installation, cut ugly holes, patch them with drywall mud. You get the idea. It's really making the installation for everyone so much easier. Come on, let me show you the new electrical box we put in. So the electrical box from the kitchen moved over here, brand new panel. You see some extra space. The homeowner asked us to add some spare circuit breakers, some extra space in case they're throwing a house party or have a jazz band in the garden and they can directly connect their musical equipment. Also, as we've talked about the moisture issues now quite a bit, there is a chance that they might put a full house dehumidifier underneath the house, and then it would also be handy to have some extra panel space. Of course, we always want to show you progress, but sometimes we have to actually show you a step back. We already demonstrated the new attic stairs. Unfortunately, we had to take them out again because the AC guys had to move the big AC unit into the attic. And the only way of making that happen was to use that framed out area. It was like 2 inches too small, the new attic stairs. So yeah, we had to take them out, but we'll put them back in. Oh, and a few more things. We have a closet, or the future homeowners will. We put that up. Electricians already ran a switch here, some extra plugs. So we were thinking about the layout quite a bit. You would come in through the door, you would have a nice little closet, actually not so little, but a good sized closet. Bed could go either here, most likely we thought it would go like this. We already added a TV outlet, so the TV can be hung on the wall. We kind of always pre-think the layout before framing something like this up, because it really dictates how the layout of the room is going to flow. Right now it's not so much a bedroom, it's more a warehouse, because as with these kind of whole house remodels, we have a lot of stuff coming in that needs to be put on the walls, into the walls. New doors, new vanities. You really need a plan of where to put all that extra thing. We always label it too, that's really handy, and we try, depending on the workflow, really place it in a logical way. So if the plumbers need an item really early in the process, it's up front and it's not all the way in the back of the room, so they have to climb over boxes to get it. So we are really trying to make it as easy as possible for everyone. Yeah, let's go outside. I have a few more things, a few more pointers, and maybe a few tips that we learned over the years too. So come on. So throughout the house we already prepped electrical boxes for like not landscape lighting but kind of mood lighting around the house. This is a really good neighborhood in the town. We of course are always concerned about safety, so having plenty of light around the house is always a great thing. What we did already is pre-installed locations for dusk to dawn lights that can be installed around the house. They are all on one circuit. They turn on automatically, so if you rent it out, you don't have to tell your tenant to always turn on the lights. It really adds a layer of safety, and it's a really easy fix when you're already in the house anyways. These are the boxes. You can basically mount every type of light that you want to it. It doesn't have to be a special dusk to dawn. Chloe mentioned, I think we have 4 or 5 throughout or around the house. There's one up there. We put one on top of the garage in the center, so it will tie everything together. And lastly, that was kind of on me, we cleaned all the mess up here. We really kind of try to keep it as tidy as possible. We started closing up the old windows. What's on the docket for next week? Next week we are installing drywall. That's going to be a major step. Then really the rooms are starting to take shape. Before that important step in the process, we always want to walk through the house with the homeowner, verifying all the switch positions, where the outlets are, things like that, so we don't have to rip up drywall anymore. And yeah, really make it as easy as possible for the installers. And maybe new garage door if we're lucky, depending on schedule. But that will really make this garage look a little bit better. Of course we're gonna paint it, but a garage door is very useful, don't you think? So tune in next week. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye.